All right, so that was a silly setting. I don't know why I would switch off both, but anyway. Welcome, Cody. How are you doing, sir?
Hello. Are we live
Are
again?
you also
It's not.
cold?
I'm freezing. I didn't have the scarf on. Okay, here we are live. And our video's back. Okay, anyway, I'm back.
Okay, yeah, the video
I
looks
didn't
good now.
have
The
the
video looks
scarf on,
much better.
but then I did. Like I needed it. It was crazy.
It's just weather, right?
Anyway.
But that's also the reason why we play games, so that we can be inside by the heater.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say what to get warm. Nobody does that, but I get it. It's stay inside. It's the inside thing. Yes, that's an excuse. A good one.
So, what is keeping you busy at the moment in terms of games? Have you got anything that's kind of keeping you warm in front of the toasty PC?
What's keeping me warm? Well, I'm on a bit of a hardware roundup at the moment, so nothing necessarily new on the games front. Just sticking to the good old League. Someone even almost forced me to play Fortnite a little bit.
Yeah, so we won't.
Yeah,
We'll chat a little bit about that just now as well. Actually, we should chat about the brawl rooms coming up. We still haven't had the
yeah,
official first one, but it wasn't our fault. That was Epic Games' fault.
yeah.
So, guys, before we kick off and before I get into what I'm doing, I just wanted to show you something. We only have a few of these bad boys left. Did you know that, Oliver? Did you know that, Cody? Sorry.
Yes, it's okay. People have confused Oliver and I since high school, so that's fine.
Man, it was just a slip of the tongue. All right. Don't read into it. Don't read into it. So, guys, we literally only have a few more magazines left. I would suggest you hurry over to shop.nag.co.za, grab yourself that copy, because the next one is going to print soon and it'll be out by the end of the month, which means you're going to want to get that one. And with that also comes a whole bunch of prizes and competitions, which we will get into shortly. We're just waiting for a few more people to join the stream. All right. First
Oh,
up.
also,
Yes.
before the first up, don't forget that if
Second
you
up.
guys second up or zero 0.5 up, we release the magazines every 3 months or so. But if you guys want to keep in touch with all of the information that we deal with, all the cool games that we play, all the new hardware that we're reviewing in a nice short little email once a week, you can sign up to our newsletter. I am newsletter curator, so I'll make sure everything that goes in there is cool, I guess, or hot in terms of winter. We'll make it hot in winter and cool in summer. But you can find the
Yes.
sign up page for that on nag.co.za. So go do that.
And we'll also be publishing all the Brawl Rooms news on there. And if you guys are into casual gaming, we tried to do a little trial run last night, but Epic Games let us down horribly by way of not letting us join each other's matches. But anyway, it's going to be casual gaming with some prizes attached to it. And it really is about trying to get one particular character in the game wearing a chicken suit, which will be me. That's why I'm wearing yellow today in celebration. So it's a lot of fun. We'll post more information about that on the website and on the newsletter. But there will also be leaderboards. So check that out. There will be a permanent leaderboard on the website. So if you win any of these challenges, your name will be immortalized forever. Looking at the chat, Raymond says podcast number 19. That's not bad. It's not a bad little... Thanks for keeping track. We may call on you from time to time, Raymond, just to remind us what number we're on.
These numbers mean nothing to me. 19 feels like completely left field. I feel like we were either on 25 or we were on 10. I don't know how we got to 19, but anyway, 19 it is.
It's like a fine bottle of milk. It just gets better with age. You'll also notice that one particular person of staff is, well, 2, 3 actually, but the co-host, our co-host, the fairest Ariel, isn't with us today. I don't know if we can say.
In the chat. She's in the chat.
But that's just trolling, in my opinion. If you look at how she does it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 messages in succession. That's not, and it's all insulting. So I might block her. I might block her from.
Shame she's making friends in the chat.
The chat. Chris, how's it? Chris, how are you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Somehow he's agreeing with Ariel. I don't know what's going on, guys. If you want to know what I'm talking about, go check the chat.
League is better than Fortnite, and like
I don't want to get into that conversation because we both know Fortnite is much better. All right, on to the next thing. Some of the big news this week, Cody. We're not going to get distracted.
Yes.
That's why I've also put on a little allow button that pops up. So if any of the other staff, Len, decide to join in, we have the power to admit or deny him. We need to curb.
Interesting.
We need to tighten up the show. So if he jumps on, I will let him in at the right time.
Okay.
But yeah, kicking off the show, one of the big news items this week, obviously Switch 2. We spoke about it a bit last week. We received our unit. Ariel has it. I mean, she should be playing the Switch, not chatting on this podcast. But thanks for your support, Ariel. We'll be chatting a little bit more about that, obviously, on the website and on other content bits that we're going to do on it. But then, in parallel to that, we also have the announcement from Asus around the Xbox ROG Ally X. And we had some thoughts on it just as the show started, Cody. It's an interesting product. I can see what they're doing. I think it's more of a play on Microsoft's part to bring Windows 11 and Xbox as a software closer together. Like what Steam is doing with the entire operating system, right? They are building an operating system in the ecosystem. Windows has got both of these ecosystems. They want to capitalize on what Handheld is doing, in my opinion. And I think what we're going to be seeing is that rollout onto other handhelds, because they're all running Windows 11, or most of them, not the Steam Deck or Nintendo.
Yeah.
So I think it'll come to all the other platforms.
Are we saying that the Xbox? So I haven't researched much on the new Xbox One, but are we saying that the new ROG with the Xbox edition comes with an Xbox overlay? Like,
so it's got a unique interface. Overlay? So it's got a Game Pass /Xbox overlay. Ariel's probably going to jump in here too. And you've got some native access to Game Pass gaming, for example. So that's all kind of baked into the user experience.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily stuff that you weren't able to do before, but the real trick is going to be the cloud gaming aspect and kind of the optimizations that they're able to do on Windows 11 for this.
Okay.
I read another unrelated news headline where Microsoft is working on better controller input for the Windows interface. So for passwords and stuff, that you're able to better input that information.
Nice.
So you can see what, obviously this handheld console and this device is going to play a much bigger role in the gaming sphere if Windows has anything to do with Microsoft, has anything to do with it, I think.
We'll see. I mean, to be honest, like I said just before we started the podcast, to me it just looks like an Xbox branded ROG. Like, fine, they're going to bring out an overlay for it, which could make things better, because to be fair, Windows is absolutely shocking on handheld devices. They tried to do the whole touchscreen thing with Windows 8, and they ditched that for Windows 10, and then now we are on Windows 11, and it's still not very touch friendly. So
you'd think that gets that right. But this is also the company that built one of the best mobile operating systems ever, and it failed with Windows, the Tile Mobile. Look, I mean, Xbox itself is trying to find its feet. Debatable. What you talking about? Debatable.
I had Windows Mobile for like a few months, and I was very glad to not be on Windows Mobile when I changed. I'm just going to say that.
Crickets, bro. That's all you're going to get from me. You can. I do not agree with that point. No, but anyway. So Xbox has also been trying to find its feet, I think, too, in the whole gaming sphere. It's not really been able to stand out. I mean, we're not even talking about all the game exclusive titles that there really isn't of much anymore. But it makes sense for them to make this play, because I can't see the next consoles doing particularly well, right? I mean, what is the value offering there if it's not PC?
True. I mean, I read an interesting column the other day where the guy was speaking about how back in the day, back a good couple of years ago, everything was very like in its own lane. If you wanted to play games on the go, you grabbed a Nintendo, you had a Game Boy, you know what I mean? If you were a PC gamer, you had a PC. PlayStation and Xbox, they were all in their own lanes, and everything felt like nice and in a row. And now everything is so like mixed into one sort of thing. Everyone's just trying to be a part of the same kind of sphere that touches on a little bit of everything, which I suppose is kind of hard for these companies like PlayStation or Xbox, because now you don't have your own lane to run in anymore. You've got to play with everybody else in the same field.
Yeah. Look, it's. I guess it's come down to a money game, right? I mean, for the developers making the stuff, I mean, they're also going through horror time. But if you think about it, you've got obviously the PlayStation 5 scenario, then you've got PC / Squiggle Line Xbox stuff, and you got. Does he disagree or agree with me?
Disagree.
And then you got the Nintendo platform. So they are merging. I think PC, kind of, that's what I was kind of saying earlier. It's a PC Xbox thing is merging. I mean, I don't know what the strength of Xbox over PC is, other than just a console to play the games on, which you can probably do with cloud-only stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't say, it's good. It's good to have all of these versions of consoles to play on. But I know, in my opinion, which is the better one to invest in if you're trying to get the best value for money, because PlayStation and Nintendo are getting expensive in terms of games. PC, you can still get away with a lot for a lot less.
Oh yeah. Look, I mean, the price of games is obviously one of the biggest draw cards as consoles slowly encroach closer and closer to how much a PC costs. In the long term, a PC, like, because of you can get games for $50. Show me a PlayStation title that you can get for $50 that's good. And never. Nintendo, not a chance. And these things keep coming. More and more quadruple A games now that don't exist but do exist, that cost $80. $80 was like mentioned the other day. They're going to be bringing out $80 games. Even on PC, they don't hit $80. It's just on console. So
I saw Cyberpunk on the Switch 2 is $100.
And that's what it's like. How old is it? 8-year-old game now. It's an 8-year-old game.
And you can put it up for special. Pick it up for special on Steam for next to nothing. Look, I mean, I guess it comes down to how the gamers want to appreciate the games, right? If you just want to plonk yourself down in front of as an average consumer, or as a consumer, plonk yourself down in front of a screen and play games, consoles generally make sense.
Yeah. It's got that plug.
But the handheld Xbox Microsoft thing, could make it a bit of a stronger force in that regard, as a entity that you can just sit down and play in front of. The Xbox as a console that might not necessarily be a console that anymore. Because didn't they do this campaign where everything is an Xbox? Every PC, every device is really an Xbox.
Every screen was the word. And as soon as they said that, I feel like then they were already kind of stating, look, sure, we're gonna make Xboxes in the future. I'm not saying they're gonna completely stop making Xboxes, but it showed that their focus has shifted to this overarching experience. So whether I'm on my PC, which I suppose is cool, if I'm on my PC and playing Cyberpunk and I can quickly dip to the lounge and carry on playing the same game on my Xbox, and then have to run to the office and carry on playing on my ROG at the office, like, that's a cool experience. So I suppose I could see it working.
Yeah, it's gonna make the PC great as a console. It's potentially a console device, right? A lot easier than what it used to be. Although we've had many attempts at that in the past, to make your Windows NUC work well as a gaming machine.
Look, I mean, now your desktop PC, you can look at it as your hub, right? It's your home hub, and everything else kind of connects to it. And whether you're streaming from it or the Xbox, you've got your base, and you just kind of play around that.
So in essence, and you really only have two consoles to look at. So you have your traditional console experience, which is a PlayStation, your PC that can do everything else, right? I mean, you can even do Nintendo on there if you really want to.
Not allowed to say that.
But I mean, Nintendo then comes down to a luxury purchase. I mean, if you're a family, right, where are you going to put the money for getting consoles? Where are you going to put that investment? And I don't think Switch and these things are the most. The Nintendo ecosystem is necessarily the most budget friendly. Before we let Len, you just have to hang on a sense. Hang on a sense. We need to talk about this competition. Brewtech is giving away a machine, guys. So we're going to be running this competition for 3 weeks. And And essentially, and this PC that we're giving away is a 12 grand PC. It's going to be featured in the next NAG magazine. So if you want to see what you could win, get your magazine at the end of the month, and you can see this thing in action. But suffice it to say, you want to win this. I think this is a good case in point for kind of PC that you can run any game on. It's an entry level machine, but this is a console level machine, so you can play most. You'll be able to play all games at relatively, depending on the settings you put, you'll be able to play any game. I mean, I'm not really articulating myself well here, but this is a good PC.
You get the idea.
You get the idea. Yeah. So all you need to do is check out the post on our socials. There's going to be a post on which you can go and comment. It'll have all the information for you there. But essentially, we want you to comment and drop a hashtag NAGXBrewTech and then tag 3 friends on this post, and then also you have to like and subscribe NAG and BrewTech. I mean, that's just standard procedure these days.
Yeah.
And good luck, guys. Like I said, we're going to run this for 3 weeks. Check out our social platforms and comment as many times as you want to. I don't think we're going to put restrictions on that.
And here he is. Welcome.
I love this new feature, Len. Thank you for your patience. We just try to wrap up some business. So what do you think, Len? Did you listen to the PS5, Xbox, ROG, LEX / Nintendo Switch 2 conversation?
I blame Oliver.
Okay, let's move right along. No opinion needed.
No.
What? Okay.
So the second competition we're running, guys, is a Computech swag / what do you call it? Contraband.
The things are
smuggled
from
out.
Computex.
Well, some things are stole. I want to go back there, guys. I don't want to be banned because somebody's going to see it and say, this guy stole everything. Okay, so we've got a bunch of goodies that I'm going to show you on screen now. Also a competition that you can enter. Now that the camera is working very nicely. We didn't even finalize what the mechanics is for this competition. We were busy talking about it.
Is the mechanic not supposed to be you answering this week's question?
Oh, it could be.
It's that. Comment.
It is that. Okay.
Video. What your answer to this week's question is to enter to win Computech swag.
So let's do that like that. There we go. Can you guys see the question? It's so small. Why is it so small?
Make it bigger. Okay, for anyone that can't read,
there we go.
There we
go.
You choose?
There we go.
There. Oh, it's massive. Okay, there we go. I don't need to say it now. Switch to the new Xbox ROG LIX. Drop your comments on this video.
It's essentially voting for PC over wall gardened Apple-esque practices.
Majority of us use Apple, right?
Do you see the worry in my face? Android. Where's my phone? Oh, there. So, guys, you ready? We've got a bunch of things. This will be a hamper, a kind of a swag hamper that you can win. You'll need to be able to pick it up at the NAG office, and come for a visit and
come say
get
hi.
This goodie bag. There's some cool stuff in here. You're gonna want this stuff that is very exclusive. As I'm going through, if you see me putting something back, I'm changing my mind about it. Okay. So if I go like, oh, wait, no, not this thing, not this. I just wanna. Oh, where's my? Give me 1 second.
Yo, Cody, can we talk about your 400 jerseys and 5 scarves?
It's 1 scarf, 1 jersey, 1 beanie, and a hot bag.
Okay, guys, we've got. You ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay, so this is the official Computech swag / contraband / what I stole from some stands giveaway. And we have to give a shout out to this brand because they always have the coolest swag. Let me open this nicely. Can you guys guess who it is?
Jinx. It's MSI. Always
So you good, eh? So this is one of the new items. Check out what that is.
New lucky.
So this is a little bag. So like the shopping bag.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Like
and then it's got a clip.
Very cool.
Does it get bigger?
Yeah,
Yes,
you can
you
unzip
open
it, and then I don't want to do it now. I
becomes
wanna
like
give
it
to
becomes like a Willie's bag.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah.
Now I feel you need to unzip it now.
No, we don't have to show it. It looks like that. It's a bag. And we don't have to spit on everything then. We can keep it nice and pristine for the winner.
Okay. That's really cool. So
Oh, wait,
it's
there's a second
keyring.
one. There's a second one, so I can open this, actually.
Ooh.
Oh.
So it's
Wait,
so it's
are
essentially
we
a
giving
key.
both
Is it a
away?
key? Sorry, is it a key ring? Yes, it's a key
It
ring.
hooks onto your, not a keyring, it hooks onto your handbag. So if you have a handbag, Len, you put this on.
Well, I want to put my X5 keys on there.
So let's check this thing out.
So you
Then I'll
don't
do
lose
this.
the keys.
Oh, it's actually just a separate bag.
Oh, I see.
Okay, well that's cool. If you don't want
And
to
it's
keep
got
a
a
shopping
MSI
bag in
logo.
there, you can keep other stuff in there.
So this will stay attached to your bag, which is quite cool, actually. And then you just, well, it can be a purse, actually, if you want to put some coins
Yeah,
in
so
there.
remember, good old coin purse.
Or
'Cause we
shells,
use
if you have
coins.
shells.
Yeah, collecting shells at the beach.
But no, I didn't even unfold this and I can't get this back in. How does that work?
I feel we need an unboxing video.
Like, it's
These are the
literally not.
instructions on how to do it.
So I've got that side in. This camera's so closely zoomed in.
The same way you
Oh,
put
there
a
we go.
sleeping bag together?
Yeah,
Luck
bro,
and
never
force.
happened.
Okay, well,
Okay, so we got two of these things. So I'm going to run through these things. I don't want to take 7 hours to do each of these. We also have a beautiful MSI cap. This is their new range.
Ooh,
I normally want
that's
to keep these
nice.
for myself, but
Yeah,
I've got a
and
red
it's
one from
flat.
last year.
Very cool.
Damn. Can I comment on this video to win that cap?
Yeah,
Whoever
you can
wins that
comment.
cap, let me know.
You may not
Can-
win.
We can organize a something.
So this is something I got from the Gigabyte event.
Oh wait, you muted yourself.
The silly microphone. The woes of that microphone mute button. So this is what I got at the Gigabyte event the day before the actual. So it's kind of an AI leading edge T-shirt. I'm definitely not going to unfold this one because I'm not going to get it back.
It's very comfortable. I wear mine. For
This is very
months
cool.
all the time.
Oh, do you?
Mm.
I'm tempted to keep this, but this is too cool for a prize. Gamer Max gave us some goodies. It's an umbrella.
Ah,
But it's quite a nice, it's a solid feel. It's quite heavy. There's quite a weight in it. So it's not a cheapie, you know what I'm
nice.
saying?
Don't
I love the
open it.
color. This color, yeah, inside the house. No, thank you.
Yeah, that color is very cool. Hey, that's
What do you have?
sick.
What do you have against opening umbrella in the house?
No, I've already done it so many
So-
times. Like, yeah. I need good karma, not bad karma.
Okay.
Another thing I got from the Gigabyte event, and this is something I think MSI did these last year, but this is also very cool.
Oh,
Hey,
yes.
that's cool.
Yeah.
It's a
very
little Lego
cool.
calendar.
Yeah. Yeah. I've still got mine.
Mm.
Is that Chris Savidi saying he just lost the design files for the magazine?
I also read that and I was like, should I bring that up or should I?
I mean, is that something we need to be concerned about, Chris?
Do
How
we
is that
kick him?
Gamer Max, I mean, clearly he would have phoned us if it was serious.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Gamer.
I feel like he's
Checking for a missed call now.
Gamer Max, everything should be backed up on
Ooh.
our fancy drives. Then this is like a notebook and pencil, but it's like a like cork board style.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
Do you think Savides is like threatening? So
Yeah,
to
he's-
give him the prizes, so be blackmailed.
Oh, maybe that's the thing. Yeah. Well, let's see what his next word. Let's see how he chooses his next words, because that may or may not mean he gets a prize. One of these things. Check the rubbish bin.
Actually, got heart palpitations there, Chris.
Here's another cool thing we got from Gigabyte Aorus. Like pins, lapel pins, but these are very
Ooh,
nice.
those are
Oh,
cool.
yeah,
I
I
like
love the
that
one-
little monster.
On bags, on like a laptop bag.
Yeah,
or
yeah. It's
strap.
like got that.
Very cool.
Very nice as well.
Chris just wanted
This-
to mention we were reading the comments.
Oh lol.
Rude.
Thanks, Chris, for the heart attack. I am awake. Where's it? There we go. So here's another cool thing that I was tempted to keep it, because this is something every guy needs or every geek needs in their toolkit. It's a little storage box with some adapters, brackets, and things to connect anything to your iPhone or to your phone. To take out a SIM card or to connect various things to various ports.
Do you hear how we almost said iPhone? We're slowly converting him.
Yeah, you're getting there.
It's working. Yeah.
Lols, guys. Check
Cody,
this is what it looks like.
did you experience that F1 preview with the haptic? Oh my god.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Okay.
Stop distracting us. We're going to ban you from the.
Yeah, we need to wrap up this podcast. It's already 30 minutes. People are going to get bored and then just disconnect.
They get bored
Okay,
because of you.
We got a couple. I'm
so
leaving the best.
Rude.
I'm leaving the best for last year, guys. Okay, so here is another very limited edition lucky thing. It's a keychain.
Oh yeah, very cool.
Ooh, the 20th edition, the anniversary even.
Yeah, these are rare. This one is still sealed, so I'm not going to open it. You can see the seals there, but that's very cool.
I love
Very
what
cool. They've
MSI
got-
are doing with their luckies, I must say. Did you see all
Very
the
nice, right.
different lucky? I got this one.
Yeah, lucky around the world. That's from the limited edition graphics cards.
Yeah, I've got. Did you? Yeah, I'm waiting for my beer version. I've got one coming too. So we'll see. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to show is something very cool, but the second last thing is also cool. This is the stolen thing. How cute is this?
Hey.
Little Raid Max teddy bear, super soft. And
You've
just
completely changed the Raid Max stand for Computex, because I'm pretty sure that thing's been on their stand for years. I remember seeing it last year.
Yeah, look, they might be looking for me. Then, okay, I lied. There's one more. There's two more things. So this is also a little tiny badge, but this is, I think, one of those things that is also super exclusive. You don't get these things everywhere. It's like an NVIDIA pin.
Oh wow.
So it's also
Yeah,
the
and
lapel
I
pin.
bet it was touched by Jensen. Even better.
Oh yeah. You may have actually had a big role to play in that. And then this thing, I think, is what people are going to want. And I don't know if I should open it. But this is a limited edition mousepad from MSI. With it's called Red Dragon Edition. They've got this version of their notebook that's got this dragon motif at the back, with some
Is it the one
hieroglyphic
with the,
writing.
Runes?
Yes,
that's
yes.
Very cool.
Should I open
Very
this?
cool.
Should
I
I
like
open
that
this so we can
design.
see what it looks like?
No, leave it sealed. Google us a picture. Google us a picture. Google us a picture?
Google-
Is that a word?
I don't know. I don't know if this will be.
Is it the felt one? The like?
No, it's a normal rubber mat.
No.
A normal rubber mat.
Okay,
Normal
okay.
rubber mat.
I must
But
say,
there
I'm
you can
enjoying
see.
that felt one.
Mythic.
Yeah, that's very
It's
cool.
what? Mythic dragon.
It's called the Red Dragon. MSI Mousepad Red Dragon Edition.
Okay.
Red Dragon Edition.
So there we have it, guys.
A nice box, and I may or may
box
not
of
add
goodies.
one or two little things to that.
Okay, so there is quite a lot in there.
You can't even Google it. Anyway, very cool.
Yeah, I
stuff.
think that would be for the winner, for the winner's eyes alone. Or
Send
do you
us
want
a
to see
photo.
it? Do you
if
want to
win.
see it? Should I open it?
No, don't open it. The best part about stuff
Leave it.
is
Drop a
opening.
comment, guys. Should we open it?
I think sealed. Sealed.
Fine, guys. Fine.
And I've got some Star Wars Outlaws, some stuff that you also gave me. I'll add.
Oh yeah, we can just throw that in there. Those are also quite nice. Some buttons and pins and things. Okay, so that's the Computex stolen swag. So if you guys want to enter, drop a comment below, answer the question, tell us how badly you want this swag box.
Pop the big question on one more time for everybody.
Oh yeah, thank you. Boom, there we go.
That's not the question.
That's the wrong one. What? That's the wrong one. Damn.
Brilliant.
Switch
That's
to
the
new
funniest
Xbox
thing.
ROG LIX. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's really a question of platforms here. What kind of, so I've got nothing against a Nintendo platform. But goodness gracious, I've got so much fun on PC. For $50, you can get some phenomenal games. For $200, you can get phenomenal games. You can run it on a potato, and you'll still have a fun time. You can run it on a Raspberry Pi. What you talking about? Len, what have kept you busy this week? In closing.
My struggles with my Samsung Arc monitor and graphic card. Hence, I phoned you for some technical
Did you manage to get it right yet?
No, I'm looking at a screen that's flashing and it's really annoying me.
That is interesting, but that shouldn't be. I mean, have you managed to get to try troubleshoot any of the things I mentioned?
No. Oliver, that's why I say I blame Oliver. So Oliver made me late, and I've just arrived, then came straight into the stream. Well,
all right.
Waiting in lobby until I was allowed access.
Blame
That's
Oliver.
how it should be.
Just hopefully next week we can report back that everything's working fine and that your F125 has gone great. The racing has gone great. And for everybody with an iPhone, go check out that trailer, that F1 trailer.
Sure, it's unbelievable.
With the haptic feedback.
Absolutely.
Should we post the trailer in the?
Yeah, if you got it handy.
Where is it?
I know Chris Cavaliers SA would love to check that on his phone. He probably has already seen it. But Chris, if you haven't checked it out, that F1, he's also F1 fan. That F1 trailer for the movie, it's got some special haptic feedback goodies in it.
Have you spoken about the F1 trailer yet?
No, it's not really on the scope of this. No, I think let's chat about it the next week. We need to wrap this up. Wrap it up. It's past the bedtime. Otherwise, we're going to stay here for 7 hours. But I think we should chat about it, and then we can also chat about the F125 game that you've been playing, because there's been some. I'll show it to yours. I'm on deadline, Cavalier. I can't just go and willy-nilly have beers unless it's at the tap room. Then we can talk.
I must crack a beer now. Thank you. Thanks for.
Yeah, let's do it after this, and we got work to do, guys. But thanks to everybody for tuning in. Remember, we got 2 competitions running: the Brewtech Machine PC, which is one you don't want to miss. Mm-hmm. You can win a really cool 12 grand PC, courtesy of the awesome guys at Brewtech. Just use the hashtag NAGXBrewtech, tag 3 friends, and like and follow the pages to be eligible to win that awesome prize. We're going to run it for 3 weeks, so keep your eye on the NAG social platforms for all that information. Cody also dropped the link to that F1 trailer. If you've got an iPhone, check it out. Ignore what Cavalier is saying there to the tap room. No, sir, that's bad talk. And then we also have the competition for the Computech swag. If you want to win a box of goodies straight from the halls of Computex, please leave a comment on which do you prefer, the Switch 2 or the Xbox ROG LE ecosystem? Len, what do you choose? Switch 2, Xbox ROG LEX? Cody?
Switch 2.
Ooh.
Switch 2.
Okay.
Well, there we go. We'll leave it at a cliffhanger, guys.
In fairness, I need to play with it a little bit. Cody showed me a little bit.
But the conversation is more around, again, it's the ecosystems, right? So it's like with Switch, it's a fun experience, but it's an expensive experience.
Yeah.
I don't want to give.
I've always been more on the PC side of things.
And
anyway.
the PC gives you all this flexibility. Yeah, exactly. Flexibility, that's it. Of course, Ariel, we will let you have the last say. She says Switch 2.
Writers know best. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Okay, guys, have a lekker one. Enter the competitions, like and subscribe, and don't forget to get the latest copy of NAG Magazine.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Blame Oliver, always.